morning. My name is Anita and this is Life Talks Live on relationships. Once upon a time there was a super cute princess meeting her prince on the white horse, and they were happily ever after. Blah, blah, blah. How many of us have heard those stories while growing up? I certainly have, because one of my most favorite fairy tales was Cinderella. But let's be honest, how much do those fairy tales and Hollywood love stories really apply in nowadays lives and in nowadays relationships? As social beings, our relationships are one of our biggest assets that we can have. Because what are relationships actually supposed to do? They're supposed to meet our needs. Now, this is the problem as well that I want to talk with you about today. Why it is important to meet our needs in the relationships. How much are we actually able to give without to receive? You see, we live in a time where now more than ever, people, and in particular women, are self-employed, successful, strong, self-empowered. Yet our rates of divorces and our rates of single people are higher than ever. What might be the problem? Well, first of all, before we start joining every sort of relationship, the first relationship that we got to work on is the relationship with ourselves. Because when we enter relationships, we want to be loved, we want to be valued and respected and appreciated for the person that we are. But how much are we giving those assets actually to us or to ourselves in the first place? Most relationships are simply based on ego. We want to receive before we actually want to give. Now, the relationships that are based out of ego carry a huge problem, and that is control. Because the moment you enter a relationship out of ego, you want to control the outcome. But there lies as well the problems as to why so many relationships fail today. Let's look at the aspect of how we actually start a relationship. And no matter if you're starting a casual relationship, a real relationship, a marriage, or whatever kind of romantic relationship you're starting with. The tendency that we are having is the trust that we are giving another person is usually the amount of trust that we are able to carry if things go wrong. So that means the things that are still in our control. But what happens when we actually are not in control of the outcome of a relationship or how another person reacts? This is where the problem lies. Because when we fall in love nowadays, we fall in love with the potential of what a person can be, with the potential that we see in that person. But are we actually falling in love with the real person in front of us? And I'm not talking just about the looks of a person or their personality that they show us, but about the whole package. Are their beliefs, are their values matching with ours? Are their future plans matching with ours? You see, the reason why I'm asking you this is, if you want to be able to give in a relationship more than you receive, you have to know the person that is in front of you. And as contradictory as it may sound, persona in Latin actually means the mask. So what happens when we are going on a date nowadays? All of us, we are wearing a mask. We are only keen to show the person that's in front of us the amount that we actually want to show them, never more than that. Now, the reason is you will never find the worth of a person with the mask that they are wearing. You can only find the worth of a person when they truly are able to reveal that mask to you. And the problem is, another one as well in our times and our societies, that there are so many different groups of people. We don't want to invest anymore in relationships. We rather stay focused on ourselves because this is the only way we can control our life, right? But how are we able to start relationships if we are not able to surrender and give the love to another person? I'm a very strong woman, and I'm a very passionate and self-empowered woman. And one of the biggest struggles in my life is that I'm facing men telling me all the time, you're so strong, you're intimidating other people. But are we women that we are really strong nowadays, just too strong for other people? Or do we just need bigger hands that can carry us? You see, you will not find your worth in a person. You first have to find the worth within yourself and then find the person that's matching your worth. And that's another big struggle that we are facing today. Because relationships are so beautiful and they're actually not complicated, but we as human beings, we make them so complicated because we want the other person to fulfill our needs, to give us what we want, to fill the empty space that we have inside. But what about us actually filling the space ourselves first? We need to let go of the control that we do not have over the outcome of a relationship, as well as over the outcome and the reactions of another person. When we are able to do that, only then are we actually able to truly give ourselves to a relationship and give that relationship as well a chance. Because you shouldn't be starting a relationship just because you want to have someone in your life, or because you want to feel secure, or because you want to have children. You should start a relationship because this other person makes you feel complete when you're with them. The key in all of that lies, how is this other person making you feel? Are you feeling you can be yourself around them? Then most likely this is a person you should go for. Or are you feeling like you have to pretend to be someone that you're not? And I believe that all of us are quite honest to ourselves, and that we know the truth when we are standing opposite of somebody, whether we are dating or whether we are having a relationship with that person, to be able to actually answer that question to ourselves. Because in nowadays societies, and no matter if we're going on a first date or if we're in a relationship, we have all of us a huge ego. And trust me, I was one of these people, and this is why I can talk so well about the topic ego when it comes to relationship. I used to be such a proud person. I would never reveal my feelings before I was sure someone else had the same. But how did that work out for me? In the past, when I was younger, not very well. Of course, growing up, we are all getting older and we change ourselves and we find our ways as to how we should have a relationship and how we want a relationship. When you have bad relationships, it's actually a good thing because they teach you what you want in life, what kind of person you want in life, and what kind of relationship you want. But in order for you to do that, you really have to trust yourself that no matter what the outcome of the relationship is, no matter how many times you've been hurt, deceived, that you will be able to handle that and to get over it. So the truth is that relationships are the most beautiful thing that we can have. And it is one of our biggest assets. And human beings are not made to be alone. We are made to walk through life as a couple. But let's make it easy on ourselves. Let's not complicate things. Let's tell the other person how much we love and appreciate them. Men in our society have lost the touch to themselves. They feel they have to be only men without showing emotions. While women mostly feel that the looks is the most important aspect of ourselves that we can have. But this is so wrong because you see, looks will fade eventually. But the chemistry you have with another person, your values and your beliefs, they will remain. The true love will remain. And there was an old couple that I once met. They were married I think for 60 years. And I've met them in a hospital a couple of months ago. And I asked the woman actually, what is the secret of your long relationship? Because so many people get divorced. I really like to know what made your marriage work over such a long time. And she said, because me and my husband accepted each other the way we are. And we loved each other the way we are. And I think that's a beautiful, beautiful ending to my talk tonight. Love the person you are with. And if you're single and looking for a person, first find the right relationship with yourself before you go out there and give your love to somebody else. So I hope that you liked my talk. I hope that you can share your thoughts and your opinions with me, because I'm sure some of you out there had similar experiences. And on another note, what I would like to mention, LTL and the 7 coaches. We are having a beautiful workshop called Metamorphosis, taking place on the 8th of April in the Row Hotel in Dubai, where we are taking each and every one of you through 3 different phases. I would really encourage you to sign up for our workshop. Do not miss this wonderful opportunity to find out how it actually is to have wings and to fly. Please tune in tomorrow to Omar and Dunya as they are taking on relationships. Please go to our website at lifetalkslive.com. Go to our social media, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter account. As always, we love to hear from you. And I wish you all a wonderful evening. God bless you, and I'll see you next week. Take care. Bye.